Welcome to this episode of Car Stars and Roll Bars. I'm Mike Kinney, your host. For the next couple of episodes, maybe more, we're going to be covering the SEMA Show 2023 right here at the Las Vegas Convention Center. Yeah, really big deal. I tell you what, I think we have a little video to give you a sense of how big a deal SEMA really is. Hey, Rick, hit that play button, buddy. Oh, yeah. Somewhere north of 2,200 exhibitors, 160 to 175,000 attendees over 4 days. Yeah, huge deal. We've covered it for many years. I've been a member of SEMA for over 20 years now attending. I want to thank everybody for SEMA for helping us out, getting us access to all the cool stuff that went on that week. We're going to take a little different approach on this. We're going to introduce you to some of our favorite manufacturers, builders, a lot of celebrities, so you get a chance to meet them up close and personal. First up, we got my good buddy, checking my notes, is Mike Hamrick from Wilwood. Check out their amazing line of brake products. And when you're out running around, you're talking about your cars and your hot rods and how fast they'll go and how they'll turn, but you got to make sure they can stop. And one of the best places to do that, you stop by. How was that for segue? Right here at the Wilwood booth, man. I got Mike Hamrick, man. It's always such good to see you. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, man. How you doing, Mike?
Just having a ball. We're in day 2 of the SEMA Show, and we're still vertical. You know, the dogs are barking a little bit, as we like to say. Lots of energy here, and everybody's talking about all the great product lines of Wilwood.
I mean, it just amazes me every year that we show up to SEMA and we see how many people in different marketplaces are using our product and using it properly. And that's a testament of us always being at these events and dealing with those guys that are building these cars directly to make sure everything's spec'd out properly.
So I was going to ask, so part of your secret sauce, it sounds like, is your ability to connect with all these different builders, and you see what's coming in the industry, and then how you all can design something that fits. Like you and I talked earlier, not only fits, it works.
Yes, and something that's kind of come up a couple times as a side joke with my fiance is she loves shopping at a boutique. What woman doesn't, right?
Well, there you go. Okay, very good.
Well, she does a lot of events where she's sitting there watching us work. And she sits back and she says, you know what? Wilwood is like a boutique. They come in, they say, I've got this vehicle. We ask them some questions. You know, what size shirt do you normally like to wear? You know, how do you like your pants hemmed? We ask them those questions, and then we start to piece everything together to make it specific to what they are going to do with the car, which is most important.
I like that. So you are a boutique company.
A boutique company, yeah.
So and every year it's always good to chat with you. What's kind of coming up over the event horizon in 2024 as far as new cool stuff to help a vehicle stop?
You know, we have done such a good job in the street rod and muscle car marketplace.
Yes, you have.
That we're working on some new product lines for like off-road applications.
Really? Wow.
UTVs.
Right.
Porsche.
Really?
Which is blowing people away, but those are markets that have been needing brakes. Yeah. So really working tight with those different marketplaces. Perfect. It's working out really well.
Excellent. Mike, I can't thank you enough for hanging out here at Wilwood. And again, if you need to stop your car, you got to stop by here. I did it twice now, that segue. Pay me later. We are far from done here at the SEMA Show. Till we see you next time. Enjoy the ride. Yeah, we always enjoy our time with Mike and everybody at Wilwood. Want to thank you for all the hospitality and learning your new product line. Okay, get ready. We've had him on the show before, our very good friend, and he's just about as crazed as I am. Yeah, when you talk about pinstriping, there's one name that really rises to the top. Again, it's our good buddy, Von Hot Rod. Here's some up close and personal chat. Hey, this is Mike Kinney, Car Stars and Roll Bars, here at the SEMA Show with this guy who's almost as loud as I am, Vaughn, the one and only Hot Rod. How you doing, man?
He's touching me. He knows better than that. How are you? Can you believe this? SEMA 2023?
What is it? There's people there, and it's crazy.
Oh, I know.
Right?
It's bigger and better than ever. All the new stuff is just amazing. Yeah. I love what the guys are doing with the new stuff that's coming out in 24.
Yeah.
I love
Be
that.
Prepared, right?
There's pinstripe upholstery on some of these cars on the new stuff coming out in 24.
Look at
that.
you.
I love
Look
that.
at
I
you.
love that. That's nice. And it's exclusive. This is it.
Okay, insider. Shh, don't tell anybody.
This is the new diecast for 24.
What?
You guys can jump on me, email me, send me on the website. This is it. First time debut. You guys are seeing it here.
Woo!
Check this out. We have, look at the blister pack.
Oh,
Look
dude.
at that. How cool is that? Taking orders, limited run.
Limited,
All right, I had to do
limited
this.
run.
The shameless plug, you know that.
Well, that's the way it is. I want to ask you what's all new coming up. Well, you beat me to that.
I know, I did.
So, where are you going to be in 24? You got some big appearances coming up.
Yeah, I've got, Grand National Roadster Show. I got the
Absolutely.
Grand National Truck Show. I got the World of Wheels in Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
World of Wheels in Alabama. Daryl Starboard's 60th anniversary car show. I'll be there.
He has, I think, over 500 shows he's done now.
That's crazy.
Daryl's just amazing.
Yeah.
Then we got Benedict Castle next May.
Yes, Benedict Castle. That's
We
gonna
will be there,
amazing.
guaranteed.
Good.
I'm going to get you back on the show early so we can yak about that.
Yeah,
right?
definitely. Benedict Castle, May 19th. Check it out. Look it up. It's all on my website. I'm talking to you guys. I'm not even talking to him.
No, that's the best thing. Works better anyway.
Yes.
And he and I've done dinner together, and rest assured, this man can eat. And my brother is so good to always see you.
Thank you.
Hook up always,
I
right?
cannot believe 23.
It's already
This is my
here.
32nd SEMA show. I walked in here as a punk kid,
Yeah.
with his little hot rod shop.
Yeah.
And 32 years later, look at this, what this place has gotten. This industry is just amazing.
And back in the day when you were on the show with us, the very first car that goes, "Can you pinstripe?" And you went, "Yeah," and you never pinstriped before.
I know. I never did.
But we didn't tell anybody.
No, but that's how we do it. We just roll the dice. We do it. Somebody asks us to do something. We make it happen.
That's right. Well,
That's the industry we came from. That's how we were raised as family. Again, it is a true saying. We played outside. We made things up. We made jump ramps out of boards and 2x4s and bricks, and we drank out of a hose.
And we drank water out of the garden hose, right?
Yeah.
But we made it work.
This keeps COVID away.
Send all cards and letter in care of a Hot Rod, not Car Stars and Roll Bar. My brother, it's always so good to see you.
Enjoy SEMA.
We love you, you know that. You are one amazing individual. Yeah, I knew him touching me, and he's liking it. He's just playing hard to get. We'll be back, Car Stars and Roll Bars. Enjoy the ride, Point. I warned you. Yes, and we will have Von Hot Rod back on the show. The feedback from him being this last time said, you got to bring him back. An incredible talent. Okay, we're going to shift gears a little bit. Check out that one. Rick, the producer, is going, oh, Mike's at it again. We have the pleasure. We got to stop by and say hi to Erica Enders, and she is NHRA Pro Stock. Amazing talent. Listen to part of her story. It's Mike Kinney. We're at the SEMA Show here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Las Vegas Convention Center. Woo, 2023. Lots of people here, and there's going to be big names. And when it comes to Pro Stock, I don't think I know of a bigger name than Erica Enders. Is that pretty accurate? What do we think?
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I always wanted my name to be in the mix of good drivers. And,
Absolutely.
Here we are having the opportunity to fend for a 6th world title. So pretty awesome.
Pretty awesome. And I'm going to tell you, because she had so much cheering and being excited on Sunday, your voice isn't quite used where you'd like for it to be.
No, I think I was hollering and screaming out of excitement when we parked our JHD Million Performance car in the winner's circle. And then, I'm talking to all the people here at SEMA and signing autographs and getting to meet the great fans of NHRA. I've just lost my whole voice, so.
But you're still doing really good. We've known Greg Anderson, the guys, for a long time, and he was talking about some of the young talent. You're high on that list that he gives high praise to. This competition is getting really, it's like tens of thousands, right?
Yeah, it's very, very close. Just the last race in Dallas, the top half of the field was separated by just a few thousandths of a second, not hundreds, thousands. The whole field was separated by just over 200ths, and it's just so tight, right? And we're leaving with the clutch and having to shift 5 times with the Liberty, so a lot of the weight's on the driver's shoulders.
And exactly, and you always want to thank your crew and the crew chief. I think especially in this class, there's so much on the shoulders of the drivers, because just a tiny bit off on reaction time, it's kind of done, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And we have a 10,500 RPM rev limiter, so you have to be very precise with your shifts. You know, if you're too early, you got it. If you hit the chip, you kill the G meter, and you know it's hard to salvage a run like that when the field is so tight. So yeah, a lot of it's on us to shift properly and obviously have a good reaction time. So that's the part of the class that I love so much, though, that it's so challenging.
Absolutely, and you excel at it. Before we say goodbye, because part of the goal of Car Starts Roll Bar is going to 2024. Wow, really? It's like third season. We're focusing on young talent, young female builders, racers. So some of our viewers, they're saying, well, I'm thinking about getting into racing. You know, I'm a young gal. So what's 2 or 3 things you might give some advice to them to kind of help them get the right trajectory? There's my big word for the day.
Trajectory. Yeah, I would just say dream big and anything's possible. Never give up. Never take no for an answer. You know, it helps if it's a true desire of your heart, because a lot of sacrifices have to be made to get to this level. But, you know, I grew up in a house where gender played no role. And, you know, our parents were just very like, whatever you want to do, you can do it. But you got to make good grades. You got to be a good person and surround yourself with good people.
So for the viewers, younger viewers, get good grades, and for every viewer, be a good person, right?
Be kind. Be a good person.
I can't thank you enough. I know you'll get your voice back by tomorrow. I'm loading her up with some of my special cough drops. We're still on the prowl. Don't go too far. It's always fun talking with Erica. Now, part of the magic of SEMA, just the excitement, of course, is the automobiles, and you never know what you're going to find. So we're minding our own business, interviewing some people, and I look at my notes. We found a 1966 Toyota F-145 pickup that the folks at Toyota really did a new design of. So check out this vehicle. I've never seen anything like it. It's on a big turntable. You're looking at the specs. It's got Curry front and rear differentials and advanced adapter Atlas transfer case. It's got Fox shocks, E-box springs, and for power, it's got a NASCAR V8 engine, started out about 358 cubic inch. The folks at the Toyota Race Development, they said, you know, it makes around 725 horsepower in race trim, so they probably detuned it a little bit. It's got the Rancho drivetrain engine, automatic transmission, 3-speed Magnaflow exhaust, and it can crawl about 12 mile an hour flat out, which is considerable when you think for somebody out there doing the rock crawling. And if you're out there kind of on the flat landscape, the top speed is around 165 mile per hour at 7 grand. It's got 42-inch BF Goodrich Crawler TA KX tires, and they're on 20-inch method beadlock wheels. I want to thank the folks at Beadlock for that. And it is just a stunning vehicle. They redesigned it. It's got a whole new body framework underneath a full tube chassis, and underneath this is the most intriguing thing. It's from the folks at Camso. This is a track underneath the car. When you hit a button, that track you just saw rolling moves it when it gets high-centered, quote unquote. So big shout out to Toyota. There's a whole bunch of people, including yours truly. We're standing there checking this out, talking with them and seeing the video, and we're going, wow. Who else we can talk to? Hey, we got my good buddy. We've done a lot of stuff with him. I'm going to hold off his name for a second. If you've been around this at all, been following hot rods over the years, you know the name Hemmings. And they have all the great magazine. They got their websites. And one of the guys you probably have bumped into, maybe had a chance to meet him, shake his hand, get his autograph, is Mike Musto. Hey, Rick, let's bring Mike up. Say howdy to him. There's all these great publications out there, but I got to be candid. There's one, and this is Mikey's humble opinion, that is way up there. When I get it every month, I sit down, I pop a cold one. Mary goes, well, I'm not going to see Mikey for a while. To my immediate left, I got the one, the only Mike. What a great job Musto's got going on.
Good to see you again.
How are you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. How's your SEMA been so far?
SEMA has been amazing. People count is up, booth count is up.
Oh yeah. It's been, walking around, seeing all the different cars out here, seeing all the people come back. It's my favorite show of the year, hands down.
Absolutely, and one of my favorite publications is Hemmings Motor News. Like I say, get that every month and open that puppy up. And so you guys continue just to hit it, because you'll have online, you have like a million cars. You just all these big numbers, right?
Yeah, this year is really special for us because you can see we've done a full rebrand.
Yes.
Right? Updated our logo. It's our 70th anniversary, so we've been doing this for a long time. And the great part is we're expanding. And we've got 6 brand new shows coming out for 2024.
Nice.
On the video end, we've got builds coming out. So it's been, I got to be honest, it's been a hell of a ride so far.
Been a hell of a ride. I think it's just getting started.
It's
right?
Absolutely getting started, yeah.
And you won't say it because I will, because I think you're instrumental in something, because you're one of the faces of Hemmings, and you're out there, you build cars, you drive them, you beat them up, and you let everybody know what works and what doesn't.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, and that's we're at SEMA right now, and you have all these amazing vehicles out here. The thing that I think people need to understand is if you're going to take the time, if you're going to spend the money, if you're going to do all the effort, drive them. By not driving these cars, the only thing you're doing is denying yourself the pleasure of the vehicle, and I never saw the point in that.
Yeah.
Right? You're going to put the effort in, use them, enjoy them, play with them.
Built to be driven.
Built to be driven. That's exactly right. Yeah.
Wow. And so I got to ask, because there's other publications that have kind of come and went, died on the vine, pick your phrase. Yeah. What's part of the secret sauce for Hemmings to be this successful now, your 70th year?
Yeah. I think the biggest thing is one of the things that we do is we do cater to our drivers. We do cater to our audience, right? We listen to everything that they tell us. We respond to every comment that they have.
Excellent.
For us, it's a big thing. Engagement for us is a huge thing. If somebody posts a comment to me on YouTube or on Instagram or something, I'll get back to them. Yeah. And I think you have to. As a publication, if you don't know your audience, you lose your way. And I think too many publications do that. And I think it's a sad thing.
It's a sad thing, but you guys just stay on top of it. So for the viewers, how do they find you guys? Website, social, you know the drill.
Sure, absolutely. So obviously Hemmings.com is the place to go.
There you go.
Check out our classifieds, our auctions, our make offer pages, but then also our YouTube channel. So, go to, just type in Hemmings at YouTube. You'll see all our shows come up. Like I said, for 2024, we've got 6 or 7 brand new series coming out that are good. Instagram, it's just Hemmings at Instagram.com, and, check it out.
I love it. And, brother, it's so good to see you. Yeah. We got history together.
Yeah, we do. A lot of it.
And that's part of being, I think, handling the magic at SEMA. You get a chance to see friends you haven't seen for a while, meet new acquaintances, and like you say, you can't walk across the hall without being stopped about 10 times.
You are bumping into somebody you know.
All right. I guarantee you're going to bump into somebody you know when you follow Hemmings. There's a segue for you.
Mm-hmm.
For all the viewers, don't go too far. We're far from done at SEMA. Yeah, Mike Musto is one of those guys we can sit down together and chat for about 2 hours and just have a grand time. As you walk through SEMA, and you also come across new examples of art. For the garage, the man cave, the wall art, whatever you want to call it. Well, we had the pleasure we met Mr. Ryan Curtis, and he has a completely different approach to doing signage for your garage. Check this out. Hey, this is Mike Kinney, Car Stars and Roll Bars, right here at the SEMA Show, Las Vegas Convention Center. I got Ryan Curtis to my left, because when we talk about all this automotive art, well, we got a whole bunch of wall art going on. And, sir, I got to tell you, you got some natural talent. Tell me a little bit about all these projects.
Well, all of my projects are actually done on road signs. I use automotive urethane on my paintings. Wow. So it's all automotive art created with automotive paint.
Created with automotive paint. So you're taking some of the original signage, because I believe that your one-way sign, that's a street legal one-way sign, right?
One-way.
And then you're able to go in and put the urethane on top of it so you get that great look.
Yes. And they're all painted just like a car.
Wow. So this is very innovative. How did you come up with this idea?
I used to work in advertising and marketing. Perfect. And was in there and then just kind of got burned out. And I'm going to go back to my roots, start doing art. and combine my passions. So automotive art with automotive paint is the direction I decided to take it.
And I think you got a very important member of your team you want to thank, right? Hint,
I
hint.
do.
There,
I have to thank my wife.
There
She's the sole support around here.
She's off camera going, good move, Mikey. So how do people find you as far as your website?
They can follow me on Instagram at Sin Customs and online at hotrodcar.com.
HotRodCarOut.com. We are far from done at SEMA. We're going to come back because I got a couple of pieces. I got to get my tape measure. I think I'll be able to get them to fit on our garage wall. And as a matter of fact, I think I did find some space for a couple. I've been talking to Mary about it, and she really likes their art as well. So, Ryan, thanks again for spending some time with us. If you've been around hot rodding at all, you know, some mentors, I need a publication. Let me know about different events coming up. Well, wouldn't it be great to find one that does a lot of activities? Well, congratulations. You're probably talking about the National Street Rod Association. And NHRA, great group of folk. My old buddy Tom Wilkerson, we usually see him every year at SEMA. And this year, once again, we had a chance to sit down with Tom and check out everything that's going on. Where can I get great information about cool car shows coming up? And there's this group, I think, NHRA National Street Rod Association. Tom, did I get that right, man?
You got it right, my friend. You got it right. Yep, we've been doing this for about 55 years.
You and I have been doing together just about that long. That's my good buddy Tom Wilkerson. And NSR, I'm a big fan of what you guys have. You have all the different events. But real quick, will you share with the viewers, got to talk about the Nats in Louisville.
Oh, my God. Street Rod Nationals, are you serious? That's the granddaddy of them all. Anybody and everybody that has anything to do with street rods, whether you be a vendor or you're just a participant, everybody comes to the Street Rod Nationals.
That's right. And I think you're around 11,000 and change in cars?
12.8 last year.
Okay, wait. 12,000, almost 13,000 cars.
Yep. Hey.
For one, that's a town.
And 1 million square feet of exhibitor space.
We have been there before. The vendor space is so big, the semis look about that big at the far end of the building. Yep. So I'm still stuck on almost 13,000 cars. But candidly, the Nats, it's just like this big giant celebration. There's activities for everybody, right, buddy?
There's something going on for everybody there. We have lots of car shows. We've got a builder showcase there that's second to nobody.
Yes,
you know, this is a nice show here, doing the SEMA Show. If you're interested in batteries and tires, this is it. But if you're interested in cars and paint jobs and interiors, you need to come to Street Rod Nationals.
So how do people learn more? What's your website, all that good social stuff?
Well, all you have to do right now is go to NSRA-USA.com. We'll pop right up. You can look us up. All our events are on the schedule.
Perfect. And you got to check these guys out. I have done the Nats. It is a mind-blowing process to see that many hot rods. It's always the best of the best. And that is no exaggeration. I have had the pleasure over many years attending lots and lots and lots of shows. The Nats in Louisville is truly off the hook. Put it on your schedule. You're going to have a great time. They make you feel at home, and you're going to get some amazing barbecue, by the way, because you're hanging out in Louisville. We're not done yet. Part of the pleasure of getting to know all these different celebrities and racers, the list goes on, doing events throughout the many, many years now, is we get a chance to stop by and say howdy. And we're so fortunate they set aside a little bit of time that we can chat together. We have that opportunity with Cruz, as in Pedregon, as a Nitro Funny Car. Yeah, Mikey's getting wound up. Cruz is in the houses in Pedregon. Man, we go way back. We're in Riyadh together, right? And your car, you're figuring, you got this 6-clutch disc thing going on, and this thing's kind of turned into a bullet.
Yeah, it's been a tough year for us, but the season, there's still another race here with the NHRA, and we're trying to move up in the points at the last race here, but a lot of good, exciting things going on in the off season. We're looking forward to making some announcements and getting our stuff together. But hey, as long as we're in one piece, the car is in a couple pieces right now, but it's still, it's still good. It's been a good season for us.
And you and I have talked before, and all joking aside for the viewers, I'll say this as nicely as I can. It's easy to be humble and all that really fun when you have a winning season. When things aren't going perfect, you're still one of the most gracious guys I've met in a long time, brother.
Yeah, well, you have to kind of take the, like they say in sports, you can't be too high, can't be too low. And it's in my first rodeo, so I've been here, done that. So, it's good to just kind of stay even keeled. And you really, I own the team, so I have to kind of make decisions. And, buy the right parts and do all those things during the week, and then on the weekends I drive and got to get in there and do my job too. So, but like I said, I've been doing this. This is my third decade here. So so like I said, I've seen a little bit, been there, done that. So like I said, we're looking forward to turn things around and get back on the winning side.
And before we say goodbye, a lot of viewers have seen NHRA on TV. They may haven't experienced it live. What is it like when you're sitting in the driver's seat and you hit that loud pedal?
Well, it's an adrenaline rush. If you've never been at NHRA, you need to go out. These cars are 2,500 pounds. They have 11,000 horsepower. They go 0 to 60 in under 1 second, and nothing like them on the planet. I'm a Formula One fan, NASCAR, but nothing holds nothing like a Nitro Funny Car. So, it's a really cool sport to be in. I've been doing it a lot of years. So, root for the Snap-on Tools Dodge Funny Car. So
absolutely. And as I recall, in your off season, you enjoy like motorcycle and stuff.
No, I have a couple dirt cars that I race.
Okay.
So we'll be at the Chili Bowl this year in January.
Oh, sweet.
So yeah, looking forward to that. People ask me what my hobbies are or racing is. I race for a living, and I race. I'm hobby for a living. So yeah.
I love it. Well, Cruz, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure running into these guys. You got to check out the Snap-on car, because when you root for him, you're going to be rooting for a winning team. Don't go too far. Enjoy the ride. I want to thank Cruz and his team. They always make us feel at home. Also want to thank Mark Bader and everybody at Redline Oil for helping us with that interview. And by the way, we talked to Erica when we were at SEMA. She now got her 6th championship. So congratulations on that as well. As you have figured out, there is a whole pile still coming up of what's going to be going on for our coverage of SEMA. Do me a big favor, like, subscribe, and share. Hit us up on social media. And it's kind of like an Amway convention. Tell 2 friends. And so till we see you next time, enjoy the ride.